That's cool. Keep going.
Okay, so 7 guilty and 8 not guilty. And then, so let's start. Uh, 7 guilty.
Just in case.
Okay, so
Smart.
I'll just say I. Okay, so I think that Adnan Syed is not guilty because at the time of the murder, an alibi named Agent McLean said that she saw him at the library, so he couldn't have killed her.
Like Jay was with him, and Jay admitted to helping him bury the body, clean the school for when he went with.
Yeah, but Jay's story it keeps on changing. You can't. It's not credible.
Yeah, there also some people who like got phone calls from Jay, like during that time that Adnan could have murdered him.
Doesn't Adnan say he was at track and then he says he was at the library?
Yeah.
Yeah, the story changes not accurate.
Yeah.
I think he was at the library when it was track. That's what he was.
Yeah.
He was at the library and track because track starts an hour after school.
Oh, but then wasn't there a time where he said he was going to a park? I don't know where it was, but he would have been late for track.
Because
He says he
that
at
was
track.
Jay's story. For when after they killed her, they went to some park to smoke weed, I think, in Lincoln Park, and he wanted to get back to track before so that he had like people who see him. Yeah.
But in Jay's story, that conversation completely disappears at some point.
Okay. You guys have anything else you want to add to this? Oh, the thing.
Found the palm print in the back of his car. It was like,
On the book.
On the map.
so like
On the map, yeah.
there they can't consider it not like guilty because he'd ridden and driven in Hayes' car so many times before, and it's only like it's bound to happen that he's gonna use the map. Like if he was lost or something, like why would he use it? And the fact that that page was ripped out, the page that had the school leaving car everywhere that they had driven. The fact that that page was ripped out and it didn't have anything, any DNA like tests or fingerprints or like anything from the non is like, how are we supposed to say he's guilty when only one page or one palm print was found at the back of the book on the most important page?
Yeah, and also that fingerprints don't have like a timestamp, so it could be 6 months old or 6 weeks. You know?
You know how like they have to test it out, like you know how that girl Sarah tested out what Adnan told them, like that it takes like a long time for them to leave because of the bus, and then you have to walk to your car, like all that. Like they barely made it on time, and they said that it had to be like perfect timing if he did kill like in between those 22 21 minutes.
Yeah. Sarah Koenig said that the bus ride took like 5 minutes itself, and then she had to get out, which took like 10 minutes. But without taking the time to strangle someone, it took them 21 minutes to do everything. While it took what?
Didn't they say like the murder wasn't like 20 minutes?
Yeah, 21
Yeah, it wasn't 21 minutes, but
Everything is different because each day the timing is different. Like one day the bus could be going slow, and the other day it could be doing fast. And it depends how fast you strangle them.
But if you're trying to plan a murder, you need it to be perfect. So just like Sarah was trying to get out of the school as fast as she could, I'm sure if Adnan murdered Hae, then he would have been trying to get out of there as fast as he could to just get it done right away.
Every time is different because like when he had to back out of his car with the bus, it took him like a while. Because all the time is different. Yeah, like sometimes the day will be slower, sometimes the day will be faster.
Well, you know that part where they said that Adnan asked her if he could get a ride, and she said no because she had to go to pick up her niece or whatever. And then he said like it was alright, and they said that like he was humble about it. So like I think he's guilty about that.
Guilty about that?
Not guilty.
I was like, okay. That makes sense because if he didn't go in the car, then he would not be close to Hae to kill her at the moment.
Alright, another reason why I think he's not guilty is because, like, when they broke up with him, when Adnan and Hae broke up, it wasn't like a big impact on him. So, like, I don't think he could have, like, killed her because it didn't really matter to him because he had, like, he was talking to other girls while he was going out with her, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he kept like saying like, oh, I want to kill her, like to Jay, or he wrote on that paper like jokingly saying I want to kill her, but it happened multiple times to the point where that's kind of like odd that he kept saying that.
Yeah, but like what's his name, Syed, Chaudhry, something like that. He said that he's a player, he has a lot of girls, like he said, which means he had no motive to kill her because he wasn't really upset that they broke up.
Yeah.
But
Like,
kind of
they-
ties back to what she just said. Maybe when he started dating, when she started dating Don, that's when he realized, like, he was like, he still liked her and he was like frustrated after he saw her with another guy.
I kind of disagree with that because, like, he was already in those multiple relationships with those other girls. Like, I think it was like Saad who said that.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, he had one girl here, another girl there. So there's no way that he could have like still had like rage against Hae towards like for the reason that like she started dating Don, and the fact that like, he just moved on so quick. Like he couldn't have had any like how they were saying the motive to kill her or get mad at her or jealous.
Motive wise, I feel like it's not very solid, but you never know, that could have been his coping mechanism, was just to get with other girls, just to forget about Hae, but it might have not worked as well as he thought it would. Also, I like to talk about how Jay's story matches exactly with the phone records when Adnan says he was at school or the library the whole time, because there's no way Jay would know, you know, like, oh, this is where we were at this time for like this amount of time, you know, we were over here doing this, and the cell towers match completely, and the stories, the time, and everything.
About the summer kids, weren't there only like a few that matched up and a few that didn't?
Yeah, there was only like
4, I think.
yeah, there was
And
only
the
like
rest
4
were
that
like,
did not.
didn't make sense.
Yeah, and then, like, I think it was like an expert quote, they said like, expert quotes, law enforcement use of cell phone records can be inaccurate, so, like, I don't know what I was trying to say right there. I guess they can be inaccurate.
And like not
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Also, the thing about Jay's story is that it seems so specific. Like, how did you remember that from 15 years ago? It feels like something that he made up on the spot.
Well, like there's also like a lot of people who kind of support Jay's stories because they say like, oh, like they got phone calls from him during it, or like maybe that day they told him about it. Like, so even though Jay's story does change, some of the key points stay the same, and people support that because that's what Jay told him during that time.
Hey, you know that part where they said that it was like at Lincoln Park where the mother was at? And, excuse me, and then, like, Anand and his friends were like saying that he was not student. That's a spot like they didn't know about, and they would never go there. They would go to a better park or some art park, I don't know what it's called. But
Maybe he went there just because like they wouldn't expect him to be at that park because like he didn't know about it, so it's like they wouldn't expect him to know about it.
I have a question. Was Nisha ever questioned about receiving a call from Adnan and Jay? No, remember they said that Nisha was never questioned at all.
She didn't want to get questioned. She was
She didn't
like,
want to get involved.
she told them to leave her like they did on Don't Call Yourself and call her at all. And wasn't it like even when they went to her house, like her boyfriend showed up or something? And was like, oh, Asian doesn't want to talk or something.
Wait, that was Asian nation.
Oh,
And then Kathy said that when Adnan received a call from somebody saying that the police was about to contact him, like he was very suspicious and Jade was very suspicious, and that they both like just like they left her house and sat in the car for a while.
The thing about Jay is that a lot of people from school said that he seemed like a shady character. Like why would you trust the story of someone who is shady? He's known to lie, and I mean, this guy's been in jail for 15 years. What if he didn't do it? You know?
But why would he admit to something? Why would he admit to helping bury the body that put him at the same level of guilt as Adnan? Like, he's admitting to something and then he's putting himself like
And he
in as
knows
much trouble.
if he admits to helping Adnan, then he knows he won't get in as much trouble as if he were to hide it.
No, but as time goes on, his story changes. Like in the beginning, he said I helped bury his body, but as time goes on, he changes it, and he tells some people that Adnan buried his body alone, and they come to an interview and say that. So it just changes too much.
I feel like he was only changing it to make the impact less on him. Because he's still an accomplice no matter what. But I feel like he would change the story in order to make the blow less impactful on him. So
Now why would Jay why would Jay go to such precautions? He cleaned the handprints off of the shovels, he threw out the clothes he was wearing that day.
Yeah, he was very scared.
Yeah. But one thing I understand is I understand how he changed the thing about having to bury his body. But why would he change where he picked up Adnan? First he said to Westview Mall, and then next he said Security Square Mall. State Square. Is it Square? State.
So like if you're gonna murder someone, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna be worrying about what mall you pick them up at.
Yeah, that's like you just forgot. It's not.
Maybe he was at the Westview point off, whatever, before he went to go get Adnan or something, and he just maybe mixed the day up or something.
Oh, another thing. What about Asia playing my food? We did?
I said that in the beginning. Okay, Ross said was also the phone booth. Jay said in the story that Adnan called from the phone booth telling Jay to pick him up. But when looking
But
at
a lot
old
of
pictures,
Yeah, they found a picture.
yeah, but when they found a picture and blueprints of the years, there
But
were
the
no
year was
phone booths.
2001.
But pictures.
That's
Okay.
why the picture was taken in 2001.
And the manager said there's no record of a service agreement between
Yeah.
Best Buy and a payphone company.
No.
They take all the
Yeah.
They check the rights and everything.
So that means that part is wrong, which means he might be lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Borrow some borrow.
Why would Adnan take his friend back to the place of the murder to go smoke with his friend?
Just why not?
Probably to show people he was there. Probably so you could put it on him again.
You know,
What
I don't get you.
If people saw him there, then they can
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
oh my
What if
god.
what if he hid the body somewhere and then he took his friend there and then people were like, oh, it's a dead body.
No, I'm saying
Or
a
like
week
friend.
later, he took his other friend, I don't remember the friend's name, but he took another friend to the same alley where he strangled Hae to go smoke in the car.
It wasn't
I
it
thought it was
at
at
a
a
Best
parking
Buy?
lot.
Parking lot.
Yeah, it was in the alley by the Best Buy.
No,
It was
Yes,
just at the
it is.
parking
He
lot.
strangled her
It was
in the parking lot. Yeah, that's why. If you look at a picture, it's like in a parking lot / alley. Like I don't know how to explain it. The building is like by the side. It's like the part of the parking lot, but it's like covered. It looks like an alley almost. Yeah.
Oh, also another thing is that I don't understand is how did he kill Hae, which takes a few minutes if you're strangling them, and put her in the body? I mean, in the trunk, without anyone noticing.
Well, he worked as an EMT, so he must have like killed her pretty fast. So
Yeah, but there had to be bound like someone to go through that parking lot.
In all honesty, I don't think they teach you how to strangle people. You work as an EMT. I mean, I think he's guilty, but I don't think they teach that.
They teach you how
Hey,
to
wasn't
revive
it during
someone.
the day?
But
Wasn't it
like
during the day? So it's like, I knew it's like 2 o'clock.
People are
Yeah,
probably
I
working
couldn't even see that.
because people at 2 o'clock people are at work. No one's going to shop in Best Buy.
But
I go to shopping Best Buy.
People do go shop at
Yeah.
Best Buy at this
But-
time.
or like running around.
But like, it's the daytime. There's light everywhere. You can see it from like a mile away.
Yeah.
But wasn't the parking lot kind of like surrounded by trees? It wasn't like so open. Like it was kind of in the back of somewhere. Yes.
No, and the picture. This says murder scene.
I think that's the one you want.
Really?
I don't think that is the one. I don't think that's the actual one.
Really? Freaking liars. Okay.
No, I can see.
I know.
Pass it around, Chris. Around the session.
Pass the evidence around.
Yeah,
there's
I
a-
don't
there's a
think that's
Take the Asian flame thing
Sears?
too.
I think so.
No, not the pictures.
You're getting
of
everything.
people.
Oh no, not the one with Rabia.
Oh my god.
I don't
Robbie
recognize
is
that
so
from
good.
anywhere. Why is this a big line?
I've been
Hey, look.
about that.
It's a big line.
Why didn't you take
It was supposed to be empty.
Someone had.
No. Someone had to see the murder. It's a big line.
But that's not the right. That's not the best way to.
Yes, it is.
That's the best
Hey,
way.
Do
hey,
you remember where
hey,
everything went?
I think it'd be
Hey.
possible.
They,
No, it's not.
like
It's legal.
they said, like that, I'm going back to that part where I was saying that, but like the perfect timing. They said that there's like traffic to
Yeah.
to the main street to go to Best Buy. So and it's like a mile away. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm
Why
gonna do it
is
like that.
Marshall's
Plus,
so long? I
plus
can't come up
the
with that.
school, they said that it is very crowded.
Yeah.
So you have to be coming out like that.
That smile is a murder smile. Like those smile.
Yeah.
We're
Hi.
passing around our witnesses.
We thought that was the best buy near Lawndale. There's a Marshalls there.
Wait, is that the actual crime scene?
That's like
Or
the
you
best
ju- or
line
you
that
ju-
they
just
got.
get
I
like
think
a
that.
random-
I think I just picked it best.
Yeah.
Yeah, that line
We
though.
need the actual crime scene. We need to see if it's open.
Yeah,
parking
if it's
lot.
like if there
Black
if it's
Friday.
open.
There's like a full line.
There's like a full line over there.
So,
Black Friday.
it's about to middle vote-ish, and see if you progress towards one verdict.
Okay, guys. Now that some evidence has been passed around, let's take another vote to see where we all stand again. So who votes for guilty?
Wait,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Wait,
6,
what?
7, 8.
Say it one more time. Some people missed out.
Who votes for guilty? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who votes for innocent? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 7.
Okay, make sure you write your. Did it change?
Yeah, by one person.
By one person.
Who?
So, I'm sorry. Someone persuaded one way. So, okay, so now your goal is to try to get everybody onto the guilty side or swing everybody back over to the innocent side. You got about half an hour left. Let's go, you guys. Alright.
Guys, all the evidence points to someone other than a nun.
Well, but there's also a lot of people who witnessed this. Like, for example, what was her name? Laura.
No, I don't think anyone was there.
No one else witnessed, only
Yeah.
Jay.
Laura, she saw the neighbor guy's daughter.
neighbor boy saw her?
Yeah.
Yeah, with her body in the back of the car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she saw the body.
Supposedly one of Adnan's friends was like, hey, you want to see what I just found? And then like showed her a body in a trunk, and then she ran home to her dad, and then told her about it, and then now the dad got old. Or the dad. And he's like, oh, my daughter came up to me like, oh my gosh, there's a body. This kid just showed me a body, whatever. But like, we can't trust that. Like,
Okay.
we can't trust the guy who told her that because he was considered a gossiper. So
So like she also said that she's pretty sure that they were talking about a guy named Adnan
yeah, but
during like her interview.
I think that story's wrong because why all of a sudden did he bring it up afterwards that she told the dad that she saw or the neighbor boy saw the body, but then the dad never said anything until
No,
afterwards.
It was the other way around. The boy never said anything. The neighbor boy never said anything.
Wait, so this all happened during the time when Adnan strangled Hae, but at the first interview where Jay just says, "Oh, I saw them in the trunk and we just left." But now, like you guys are saying, someone else saw it and they told the dad. So it's another change in the story.
I don't know when they had the time to show because they buried Hae in one. They killed her and buried her in one day. So I just don't know where in the story did they have the time to go to the neighbor boy and randomly be like, oh look, a body, now run drive away and then go bury her.
And why would they tell the person that gossips all the time?
It seems kind of suspicious.
And then, like, why couldn't he just tell police instead if he saw it?
Yeah.
And I want to point back to the Best Buy where they killed Hae. Why would he kill Hae there where there's like all open space and cameras? Like it doesn't make sense. Why would you kill
Well,
her there?
they weren't sure if there was cameras.
So there were cameras, but all the evidence was wiped out because every like week they wipe out all the evidence. They wipe out all the tape. Okay, it was the library. Yeah.
They weren't really sure if the Best Buy had any cameras.
But it was still in like an open place at like 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
On the day.
so like if he were like the killer, like that would be the worst possible
Yeah.
place to kill someone because like someone like people working at Best Buy could have saw him because like they could have looked through the window or whatever and been like, oh,
Yeah.
that guy just killed someone. Whoa.
Also,
Not anymore.
Jay said that that's where him and Hae go to have their time together, right? But why would he go there to kill her then?
Because
He just wanted the name.
just like
This is where I screwed her and where I killed her down.
But then they checked for like that, like if she got raped or anything, like really?
Yeah, they did.
And
And
they
they
didn't
said
find
if they
anything.
didn't find anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You see, that's also
So
what I'm
that's
telling
another
you.
one.
The place that he killed her was obviously secluded if they can go and have sex there. Because
But
they're
that was
not
in the
gonna.
middle of the night.
No,
Not-
was it?
Not at
Yeah.
all.
No.
Anytime.
yeah,
they
cause
would go there.
Right.
they don't go after school.
Yeah.
They don't-
I mean, no one walks up to your car and looks through the window.
True.
Like,
Exactly. So he can
no.
strangle her.
But the strangling happened outside the car. He had to carry her body to the back of the trunk, open the trunk, put the
Maybe
body
her
in,
car was
pull
in
the trunk.
reverse. Her car was in reverse. And the back of the car was like secluded. No one could see.
Ooh.
But we don't know that. Look,
You don't know that.
He's like,
Kill your
But I'm
boy,
saying,
you know?
what if?
what if?
What
What if?
What if?
What if? There's a what
Okay, well,
if
a smart
not.
person who's gonna murder someone is obviously gonna try and hide it, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna turn the car in reverse.
What if not?
You're gonna murder someone in plain sight.
The one thing I'm seeing right now is kind of.
Hey guys, you guys want to test?
yeah, sure.
What?
Who's gonna die?
I want to test.
Wait, what?
We gotta test how
Test
long.
it out.
We're gonna test it out.
How long it takes to strangle
That would be
There's
weird.
Wait,
Just-
you look
you
at
said
it.
it's scared,
Imagine
We're
trying
just
to
do it
strangle
like
someone.
that.
Hey, are you trying to test
He didn't do it
how
like
fast
that.
is
Yeah,
How fast do you
No,
strangle?
you actually need to strangle someone.
no how
Well,
are
I'm
you
an
trying to
EMT, so I threw my phone.
Why always switch it up? How long you strangle first?
Okay, yeah.
Well, at that time, and then we'll,
Well,
like,
didn't Sarah Kine say
No, she didn't strangle. She didn't take the time it took to strangle him.
yeah, she just,
It also
How
depends
long
on
does it
body
take to
strength.
strangle
Like, what if the knot was really strong and stuff?
I'm pretty sure he was.
But they
Yeah,
also said
Well, we're
he is. Okay, I know you guys are not talking about this murder.
Oh, oh, what do you guys do?
What about an average?
You know, need some evidence.
We should do an average.
What?
Should I get one?
If you can.
Did you say?
How long does it take? Oh, that sounds like bad on my
How long
history.
How long does it take to
I'm
strangle
even
someone?
private.
You wanna go incognito?
That does not keep it from your.
You went incognito.
Going on private doesn't hide it from your normal service.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
You could it.
Your service provider.
You know how to clean it. You
Yeah,
know how to
Yeah,
clean it.
it's like I know it doesn't.
I know how to clean it.
No, but I have a question. The only thing keeping me from completely saying Adnan is guilty is the fact that Hae is at the Best Buy. He didn't get in her car or anything, but they're at the Best Buy.
Maybe he's like a
No, she
She cheated on Don.
Yeah.
For that one day.
If he had cheated on him, then he wouldn't have killed her.
Well,
Because then
Yeah.
I mean, I see one 2 to 3 minutes. I see one 10 to 60 minutes. I don't know.
I think it really depends on the person.
Since we already know he's like an athlete and everything, he's fit.
But Hae is
It would
also
probably
an
be
athlete.
That's
And it said like Hae was tall and she was strong. She did track, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
We can like guesstimate around it and like say 370. So now what do you?
Wait, did she try to fight back? No, right?
I think they would have found like
No,
you know,
she
like
sat there like-
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
had like finger
she sat there like
skin under her nails or something.
Oh.
That's a good point, but that's kind of like contradicting yourself.
Maybe you were lost.
I don't know what to think anymore.
You could check your hand.
What time?
27.
Oh my god.
Okay, I don't know. I will say 2 to 3 minutes.
Wait, did he give you a time?
That's
No, it's
No,
like,
there's like a bunch of random
Because in the
times.
movie
It's dependent on like the weight or something.
So,
Okay.
one, okay, so like, one, Adnan's really strong, so he could have done it real quick. But since the fact that Hae is also kind of fit, or she is fit, she must have at least tried to fight back if Adnan did it.
What if he like you know?
Just stand
What
there.
if he like started kissing her and then like she was distracted and then like he like started strangling her?
Or she would have
She would have known.
Maybe.
like she would. You can't just be like making out and then be like, oh my god, his hands are on my throat. Like,
Oh,
That's it.
Maybe
I got another one. What did you have a good one.
Actually like that.
When did she get to that kinky stuff?
Yeah, that's what I said. Some guys, I know what they were right?
That's the honest.
that's
the honest.
How do we
Got a
say what
good
Hae
one.
likes?
Yeah, we don't know what he likes.
Everyone shut up.
We don't know.
wait.
Listen to
To like contradict that part, that whole like she's thinking everything, like no, it couldn't because like you know how Adnan was going against his religion and she was caring about that, so why would she be into that and still try to be like caring about like religion? Like she can't have
But
both.
remember, it said she was him and her, both of them were never like that into religion. They weren't like go to church every Sunday. That's only their religion. So you get it, like they were like those type of
Like they weren't super
children.
religious.
That's
Breathing up drill. Like they
They
were
would've
But
like,
there would have been the fact that her head would have had
What
a.
if
like they were
Like,
living.
Hey,
they
Adrian has to say something.
Like
Oh,
Adnan was like living like a double life. Like once he's at home,
Like
he acts like
schizophrenia?
yeah, kind of like that. He at home
Hey, I got
he acts like the
No,
little,
wait.
he acts like the little boy that his parents love. But at school, he
Well,
like
yeah, that's how it always was. He admits to that.
Yeah.
Like he had to live a secret life because his parents didn't want him having a girlfriend. He didn't want him like going out and doing stuff, going to even prom or homecoming.
Yeah, and that gives him a motive to kill her. Like he was putting everything on the line for her, so that when she was like, "Oh, I don't love you anymore," he was like literally left with nothing. His parents like were angry at him, so that gives him a motive to kill Hae now.
He wasn't left with nothing. There's a lot of girls.
Yeah, a lot of girls, but his family was like oh my god, you did this for us. That's like.
They already knew.
He wasn't.
They already knew.
Yeah, they already knew. They already
Because
humiliated him at the homecoming.
the homecoming or the prom, whichever one it was. They found out from a tip from someone else
Yeah.
that he was going to prom or whatever with Hae. So he humiliated them.
Hey,
So
But
here.
they already knew that they were already going out.
You guys, Jake wants to say something.
Alright, go.
Wait, so you know how Adnan asked her if I could get a ride to wherever they was going? Like, how would he be there before her? And like, what made her stop at Best Buy if he wasn't in the car with her? Cause he left.
I mean, nothing made her stop it. There was no. If he wasn't in the car, that means he wasn't with her at the time.
But it doesn't make
No, but
sense
what made
because
her stop?
it
at
doesn't.
Best Buy?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because she was supposed to go pick up her
Yeah.
cousin from school. So why would she stop at Best Buy all of a sudden?
Maybe Adnan
Maybe
jumped
she
in her
didn't.
car and then like push her over
Maybe
to the
someone
passenger
got
seat.
into her car.
But why was
Well, how
she at
could it
Best
be
Buy in the
Adnan?
first place?
That's
What?
why she
How could it be
wasn't at
Adnan if
Best
he was
Buy.
like
He
11?
got in the car.
Yeah, that's what I'm
While
saying.
she was at school?
Yeah, and like Joe, he started driving.
What if he didn't?
What if it was Dawn who got in the car? Cause she was like, "Oh, I know this guy. I'll let Dawn take me to Best Buy." And then they were in the back, cause you know
So now
that's the
Dawn,
secret.
so now Dawn helped Adnan murder Hae.
No, well, Adnan didn't want to kill. Okay, so what I'm saying is, if Adnan didn't get into the car, that means that
So Dawn killed Hae.
so there was no point for Hae to go to Best Buy.
Yeah, they never questioned
Yeah.
So
Dawn.
Don killed him.
Well, what if Dawn?
It was done.
What if Dawn was supposed to drive Hae
What if it's Robbie?
to pick up her cousin? What if they were Best Buy and killed Hae?
Like,
What if Sarah Quinn explaining this?
Wait, the wall for me is because like her son, like
Hae
this
is
girl
on
was making her son go against their religion,
Well,
and she
what-
was super religious.
No, well, you know what's
She is
worse
super
than
religious.
going against your religion, killing someone?
Yeah, why would you kill
Why would you kill
Yeah.
someone just for your
Yeah,
religion?
You don't know. Some people like some people
No,
like
that's the
It could be backed
extremists.
up, though.
It would be
It could
just
backed
like
up, though,
Adnan.
because
That's
like,
terrible.
who's to say we didn't kill people over religion like 100 years ago? We were still doing that.
Yeah, I was
What?
just
So,
about to say that.
like, no, because we're
Yeah,
saying, what
they
if
killed
it was Adnan's mom? Because like,
I
How
think
was
it's
that not mom?
Because she
Explain,
took
explain.
Adnan like from his family, I guess, or his religion, I guess you could say, and so that's how
I honestly
Dawn was mad.
don't think
Doesn't that mean
his
you're going
mom.
for not guilty?
yeah,
That means you're going for not guilty.
I could go for
Okay,
it for not
that
guilty
means
now.
okay. So, let's see. What I was saying was, I forgot.
You guys have about 15 minutes to come to your final verdict or a hung jury and come up with that kind of verdict piece with the jury and then up your recommendation. So just keep that in mind. You have about 15 more minutes to get to your final conclusion.
Do you think it stopped recording?
No, I just checked.
It's like 33.
I hope not.
Okay, so
Can we vote again?
I don't want to be a hungry.
No, we have to vote in the end.
we can
Can we vote again and then not mark it down?
Okay, we're voting. Who says guilty? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait, no, I take my vote back.
Okay, 4. 4 guilty. How many innocent? The rest, which is 8.
The rest.
9, 10,
17.
11.
Don't
11.
mark it
11.
down.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Don't
Okay.
write it down.
Oh, yeah.
11 innocent.
What do you think he is? Guilty or not guilty? Okay,
Oh,
so
that's 5.
So,
Five.
10, 5.
10-5.
Are you my little bullshit?
Yeah.
So,
Boy.
so what do you
Okay.
think he's guilty?
Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Ask Chris why he's guilty. Why is he?
Why is he guilty?
Yeah,
You got more reasons than
Yeah, you got more reasons. Say it again.
Juror 3, why is he guilty?
No, but
Say it.
okay.
Oh,
You know how
wait, who thinks he's guilty?
him,
Chris,
him,
Isaiah,
Daisy for some
And
reason.
Olivia, and
Oh,
Daisy,
him, her,
Daisy,
him.
you say something.
Yeah, Daisy, what do you think?
Yeah, what
Yeah,
do you think
Daisy, you haven't talked.
I've been
Oh,
saying
no,
something.
No, she's
That means
talked.
she's just saying it randomly.
She's
She doesn't
talked,
know.
just not to the group.
Yeah,
Just
she's
to
like,
Lauren.
She's like, oh, let's just do that one. You gotta give us reasons.
Yeah.
And I yeah.
You can't just say
You
guilty
gotta
without
Your grade
Yeah.
is not wrong.
having
I can sell
evidence.
you food.
Give us reasons, Daisy. Reasons.
I don't know.
Oh,
You're gonna make us get a hung jury for no reason.
yeah, basically.
What?
No, you gotta have reasons.
Yeah, why do you think
Did
he's
you even
innocent?
listen to the whole?
Just give one reason.
Not listen at all.
I'll leave you alone. He's waiting for court.
Just give us one reason and we'll leave you alone.
So why things
Yeah.
Why you think he's guilty or not? Yeah. Oh my. We're about to have a public hearing. Okay, while she thinks about it.
Alright, who else?
So,
Olivia.
Why do you think he's guilty?
Say it again.
I just asked you.
Okay.
Why do you think he's guilty?
I'm gonna say something about that.
okay. Why do you think he's guilty?
I'm gonna start from like the beginning to the end. Alright, so this evidence is that like first like, they broke up, he's like angry, that's like the reason.
Not really.
Counter argument. He had many girls.
I would say he affects
Second, so like
Back to what Crystal said that it might have not worked that he had a lot of girls. He could have been still angry.
It's a coping mechanism.
Well, he was busy.
Yeah, he was getting busy. Hey, watch out.
Oh shit.
alright, second like you know like it's still they like his story still matched up with the entire story.
He could have bribed them.
Even though like it could have been incorrect, but how would he still be incorrect? Like even though it could be incorrect, but like either way the story still matched up with the cell phone entire.
What about you? Oh wait, no, Olivia.
Okay, so if he says he's not guilty, why didn't he testify at trial? Like, why is he not going in front of the jury and saying, I didn't do this because I was like, he only was talking to the police. He never like actually tried to convince the jury that he wasn't.
Because that's what a lot of lawyers do. A lot of lawyers say, honestly, just plead guilty.
Yeah.
Because
He has no more hope.
because like when Sarah Koenig talked to that one lady, she was like, they don't help at all because they don't know how the murder happened. They don't know anything about the whole murder, who died, because that means
They
they're
don't know who
innocent.
died?
They don't know.
They don't know who died? What are you doing testifying? They don't know who died.
Too smart.
Okay. Done. No, but as I'm saying is if you're innocent, you don't know anything about the whole case. You don't know what happened. So like, how would you help the jury decide? Yeah.
That's who you're talking about.
How would you help decide if you're innocent or not? Because you don't know what happened in this thing.
Well, I don't know. I feel like it would have been an obvious thing if he's telling Sarah Koenig, he's telling the police, like, I was the golden star student. He could have, like, helped his case and been let out. Like, I don't know. I guess, like, the lawyer didn't want him to say anything. I just think that would have been an obvious.
Most lawyers don't, if you're innocent, most lawyers don't want you to say anything because you don't know what's going on about this case. Okay, so why do you think, Daisy?
Oh, wonderful, thank you.
Man, we have like 10 minutes left.
Okay. So I was gonna say about the thing. If Adnan didn't go in the car, that means Don went in because Hae wants to go like, oh, it's my boyfriend, let's go. And then they went to Best Buy, it's a secluded place, right? And he strangled her, which means that he's innocent. I see. But she was strangled.
Yeah, I know. Maybe. Okay, I got a good one. Okay, maybe Adnan. So he asked Hae to give her right. Okay, and she said no because I gotta go pick up my cousin. But then maybe like like she was like in the parking lot. Like the Dana parking lot. There's like a stop sign there. You gotta wait for cars to go. So maybe when she was like maybe their school has that. And she was like waiting to go, and like he got in her car, and then he was like, "Oh, do you think you could drop me off at Best Buy since it's on the way to your cousin's school?"
How do you know it's on the way?
Yeah, we don't know.
Get a map.
Get a map.
Okay, it's just
Get a map.
theory, Dad. Stop attacking me.
Okay,
I'm gonna get a map.
I'm gonna go attack you.
I'm gonna get a map.
Why?
What the heck?
I'm getting a map.
Oh, they have maps.
Yeah.
Maps of Lincoln Park.
But they don't have the
It's NFT.
Huh?
Alex, give me some.
No, she's like she's on Brendan app.
I got pretzels.
Ew.
Snack time.
Okay.
It's just Lincoln Park, isn't it? No, it's not. Can you give me a
What's her?
please?
Is it the early learning center?
Okay, so where's the Best Buy?
Can you pass the map
Can
around?
you get
What
another
is-
one?
Oh my.
Where's the Best Buy?
Leave me alone.
Oh. Okay, so
We get $3.
it's right across the.
Alright,
It's like across the street from the school. Why would you need to go in a car?
It's a mile away.
Really?
Think about it.
That's far.
Wait.
Oh, never mind. I see it.
What school?
The Best Buy.
So we have
Pass
to
around.
do. It's 4 laps around Damien just to go there. Think about it. And he has to sprint. That's, you could be there in 6 minutes.
Since you know track.
And he's in track. Think about it.
But then you have to think about Best Buy.
And what made her stop there? What made her stop at Best Buy?
Maybe she needed a charger.
Maybe she didn't.
Maybe she needed a
Maybe Don met her there and killed her.
Didn't.
It was Dollar General.
Don is his new. Don is her new
No,
boyfriend. Boyfriend.
Wait,
Okay.
can we talk about how far Westview Mall is
It's-
from Best Buy?
How far is it?
It's pretty far.
Like look at the bottom. There's a
Well, but the
27 miles? Or
we're looking at the Best Buy. We're not even looking at
Alright, Daisy, you ready?
give me more.
Wait, the
Alex.
early learning center. I think that's her nephew's
Hey.
school.
Yeah, that's the other way.
Yeah,
Can't
it's
reach.
Asian.
Can't catch a vote.
Chris,
I am Christopher Herrera. G.
go comment there.
I'm a G though.
Hungary.
I'm a gang.
You know the Dixie set, right?
Not anymore.
Hey, Lord.
Okay, guys, we have like 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes.
We have 5 minutes. Okay.
Not guilty.
Okay, we need to have like a 5-minute conversation and then decide.
Yeah.
Probably a Hungary.
We have 3 minutes to decide whether he's innocent, guilty, or hung jury.
Okay, let's take another vote.
No, we only have 5 minutes. We're gonna have like a 3-minute
So
conversation.
let's see what happened and then we'll talk about it again. So
And then you do J.
yeah. So what do you guys think? What do you want to add to this
And go like
whole?
Me?
Lauren, what do you want to add?
Yeah, Lord.
Go, Lauren.
Go.
Hey.
No, Daisy, you want to
Daisy,
talk?
go
Oh my gosh, let somebody talk.
I'll show you something.
the camera's rolling.
I'm just playing.
The camera's rolling.
What are we waiting for?
Daisy, you just go.
Come on, Lauren, just say something.
Daisy, do you think he's innocent?
What do you think he is?
I think he's innocent because all of the
That's funny.
evidence, or most of the evidence proves that he's innocent.
It's not.
Which
It's
evidence?
your girlfriend's account.
Which is girlfriend?
You already talked about most of the things though. Like,
But repeat them.
I just
Repeat
want
'em.
to know why
Just
she
say-
was stopped. I mean, why she was stopped at Best
Steffi?
Buy. Yeah, that's
Hell no.
I mean, it had to be some.
her first priority.
Hell no.
It had to be someone she knew.
I swear to God.
And since he and Adnan, or she and Adnan broke up, why would he like stop for him? I think she stopped for someone she knew. So maybe it's
Not
that.
picking up her cousin.
What?
Because didn't it say that?
What if they said it was gonna be quick?
Well, what if she was
doesn't
lying?
make sense, her stopping at Best Buy before.
And didn't it say that she always picked up her cousin like right after school? Like that's the first thing she always.
Maybe she needed to get something for her cousin at Best Buy.
Yeah.
And help pick him up first.
But it always said that
Maybe there
it
was
was
a
like
sale at Best Buy
exactly at her school.
that day and it was
But
Maybe someone needed her to pick her up from there. Someone she knew.
But
Someone like
nobody testified on that.
no one.
Someone could have said, yo, I caught him at Best Buy.
What else thing was up? No one really interviewed anyone else other than Jay, Adnan.
Jen saw them together.
Who?
Jen saw them together.
Okay, Jen, Chris. Stephanie.
Who's Stephanie?
Okay, they didn't interview anyone else as a suspect, so it could be anyone else. Okay, guys, I think it's time to vote.
Yep, so we have about 6 more minutes until our final,
Oh, 6.
6 more minutes until our final, end vote and recommendation needs to be given.
Alright, we vote guilty.
I can't help but feel like there's like this check.
Okay, so do I ask now or should I just go for your way for 6 minutes?
Just who
Start
vote
that
for
process
guilty?
now.
Okay.
So he's guilty. Reasons why he's innocent.
The reason why he's innocent, well, he has an alibi. He has no motive because he has a lot of girls.
You can't trace the fingerprints.
Oh yeah, you can't trace the fingerprints.
What fingerprint?
The phone
Yeah, the phone records.
There was no phone booth.
There was no phone booth. Best Buy is in the middle of the day, 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, whichever. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Open space.
Why would he stop at a Best Buy
Yeah.
and he's going to pick up her cousin?
Reasons why he's guilty. Well, they broke up, but they broke up, yes. Another thing,
He could have just coped with it.
yeah, he could cope with it. I mean, why would he want to kill someone who he's had feelings for, you know? Okay. What else is for guilty?
Guilty. Because Jay, why would he
Oh,
snitch
Jay.
himself out? Right? So
Jay.
why would he snitch himself out and then Adnan's motive to kill her is because he saw her with John and that could have like pissed him off. Like seeing her with another guy and like even though he has other girls, maybe he shot feelings for her because he put her for like everything like it's like his religion and all that. Like maybe he actually had feelings for her.
But we're talking about actual food, not all maybes. Like
Yeah.
maybe he just had feelings. Maybe he was pissed that she was with Don. But you're still saying
I wasn't.
Maybe he was.
Alright, let's just vote.
Okay, so who votes for guilty? 1, 2, 4 again. Who votes for innocent?
Chris.
The rest, including you.
You record your responses and come
How
up
many
with
is that?
We have a hung jury.
That's not fair.
Is that a point?
We have to keep going.
Why is that a hungry?
11
Hey,
four.
Zay, how many for this?
Deliberation.
It's like
I wasn't
Dude,
ready.
that's 2 already. Because he said one, then I said one. Deliberation and the other one here.
I'll watch the videos and then give you yours.
No.
You know my worst strategy.
If you guys
No,
have
all
your
people.
final, if you have your
It's not
final,
all people have to be on one side.
you have your final verdict at the bottom, make your recommendation, and then grade your partner.
Ah, shit.
4 left.
What'd you say?
Man, left.
He's still recording it. He's like, ah.
Created each other.
So what do we recommend?
We recommended that he's not
We
guilty.
recommend that you
So how do you recommend vote on this?
He's innocent.
It's on the other side.
He is innocent.
Wait, him in prison.
And the this is her people.
Doesn't matter.
He had no.
Wait, what?
No matter what.
How many?
Wait, a mistrial, dude.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
We recommend.
Wait, was it 4 and 11?
Yeah,
Hey,
shower state.
Was I talking to you?
you say it, wait. To everybody.
What made you say it?
So, me and you are supposed to be.
Always have
Ah,
We're on a
We
hung jury.
recommend it. Better hygiene.
dude, stop.
I recommend that you stop
There's no way for Adnan to
Like,
pay so badly.
Oh, yeah. Wait, Miss Vance, just remember that.
Just write it down. We're like 20.
How you doing?
You know the whole thing's recording.
Say it out loud.
Just say it out loud, yes.
Say it loud.
should I go?
One more.
Ooh.
You, she can't even count that.
Sit down.
How do you count that?
Hey.
Those are like 4 lines of
Later.
lines.
Yeah, there's one
Oh my god. I think I'm gonna throw up.
Oh yeah, you wanna toss it?
I didn't have
That's that.
Thought that sounded a diet.
Oh, you didn't print anything?
It's still recording.
But that's a 5.
2 teaspoons of cinnamon
But
instead of 1.
it said a Zion's name.
You guys!
Give me a 40.
Stop.
I have
He
no
did
part
something
in
worse.
this.
He said,
No, because
"Oh, that's solid."
On the spot.
What do we recommend?
were you even listening to me?
Okay, so we're 100.
Yeah.
That's another point.
What are we